to our Civics Lesson 4, Key Elements of Democratic Government. What is democracy? Democracy is a system of government by the whole population or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. The definition of democracy given by Abraham Lincoln is as follows: democracy as a form of government which is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now let us see what is democratic government. Democratic government is in which power and civic responsibility are exercised by all the adult citizens above 18 years of age, directly or through their freely elected representatives. And democracy also rests upon the principles of majority rule and individual rights. How do we participate in democracy? There are regular elections. But why are these regular elections conducted? To elect the representative or elect the leaders to govern the system. And these representatives take the decisions on behalf of the people. In doing so, it is assumed that they will keep in mind the voices and interests of the people. All the governments are elected for the fixed periods. In India, this period is of 5 years and it continues till the re-election. That is, after 5 years, the elections are held. This is the moment when people can sense their power in democracy. And in this way, the power of government gets limited by regular elections. Do you think only electing the representatives or giving votes to the representatives is the only way of participating? No. Besides voting, there are other ways of participating in the process of government. People participate in the process by taking interest in the working of government, by criticizing it when required. For example, some government had taken the decision of increasing the pay of electricity. People expressed by their disapproval by taking out rallies, organizing signature campaigns. Do you remember the recent incident? The farmers are protesting against some farmer bills approved by the government. So this is how they participate in the government. And when people want to express their disapproval, they may also take actions such as dharnas, strikes. Things that are unjust and unfair are brought forward through the newspapers, TV, magazine, and media plays a very important role in it. While it is true that the democracy allows the people to participate, it is also true that not all sections of people are able to do so. So many times people participate by organizing themselves into social movements and speak to challenge the government and its functioning. If the people of the country are alert and interested in how country run, is then the democratic character of the government will be stronger. Now, as in Maya's story, you read about how conflicts can often lead to the violence and death because of one group decides that it is all right to use force to prevent the other group from protesting. Conflicts occur when people of different cultures, religion, regions, and economic background do not get along with each other, or when discriminated, some among them feel that they are discriminated against. People may use violent means to settle their differences. This leads to fear and tension among the others living in that particular area. And the government is responsible for helping to resolve the conflict. The religious processions and celebrations can sometimes lead to the conflicts. Like the route of the procession takes may lead to the conflict, and the government, particularly the police, plays an important role in getting representatives of concerned communities to meet and try to arrive to a solution. At times there is fear and violence may erupt with people by throwing stones and trying to disrupt the procession, and the police is responsible to ensure the violence does not take place. Whereas the other example for this is rivers, Kaveri River matter. You know that the rivers too can become the source of conflict between two states. A river may begin in one state and flow to the another and end in the third state. So the sharing of river water between the different states that the river goes through is becoming an issue conflict. As I said, the Kaveri water dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The water stored in Krishnaraja Sagara Dam in Karnataka is used for irrigating and the number of districts by number of districts and for meeting the needs of city of Bengaluru. The water stored in Meter Dam in Tamil Nadu is used for crops grown in delta region of a state. So the conflict arises because both the dams are on the same river. So the downstream dam in Tamil Nadu can only be filled if water is released from the upstream one located in Karnataka. Therefore, both the states can't get as much as water they need for people in their state. This leads to conflict. The central government has to step in and see that the fair distribution is worked out for both the states. As you all know, the one main key idea of democratic government is its commitment to equality and justice, as equality and justice are inseparable. Now, the earlier practices like untouchables is banned. A group of people were denied education, transport, medical facilities, and even the chance to offer prayers. This we have seen in the earlier chapter where Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar at the age of 8 was denied the transport by the cart person. So the government also recognized this and makes the special provisions for the groups within the society that are unequal. For example, in our society, there is a general tendency to value and care for a boy child more than a girl child. This means that the society does not value the girl and the boy child equally, and this is injustice done towards the girls. So, in this context, the government has taken the steps to promote the justice by providing special provisions that can enable the girls and the girls to overcome the injustice that they are subjected to. Thus, it is possible that fees of other girls might be waived off, but it is waived off or lowered by the government schools just to bring equality in the society and give justice to the downtrodden as well as to the girls. I hope you have understood this chapter. What is democracy? What is democratic government? The way we participate in the democracy and equality and injustice. Thank you. Have a nice day.